Hello, welcome to SwitchedOn Gaming, Paul speaking, and welcome to a look at a game that's been out a little while on the Nintendo Switch. This is Crying Sons Advanced Tactics. This comes from Humble Bundle Games, and it's set you at £19.49 in the UK, $24.99 in America. This is a tactical roguelike, I suppose you could call it, set in space. It's got this story. We're going to skip through a lot of this because there's a lot of story that goes on. There's actually, I think, 300 different sorts of story events as you go through the game. It's really cool. So, start of the game does take a little while to get going because there is a lot going on that you would need to read through. But it's well worth it because you can get immersed in the story, and then as you're flying through the galaxy, you will pick up little snippets of extra story as well, so it's definitely worth doing. So first thing you do here is to select some officers. These give you various buffs on your ship. You might see top right hand corner, you've got easy, normal and hard difficulty levels you can choose from as well, and you can also change your ship in the bottom right hand corner. It's also special officers to unlock, and those along the bottom. I've unlocked none of those. You can get extra information by holding down ZR to see what the icons do, and hold down the minus button to give you more of a general overview of the officer's special ability. We're going to go with Tariq Ahmed for his cooldown ability, which is going to be really useful, and I think Issa Martin for his tactical abilities. So go with those two. Now the game is played out in a sort of series of events that you travel across a map. Basically, you're being chased by the Empire as you travel across this map. Each map, you're not quite sure what you're going to face. You do get some hints, but you're not quite sure exactly how it's going to unfold. You need to get from left to right, basically starting at the left there of the entrance. You need to travel across those systems and get to the exit at the far end and face the boss. As you can see from the icons on the map, we've got different anomalies in each area. That's the yellow number. We've also got points of interest, ground signals where you can send out a squad in a little separate sort of mini game to recover some items and resources. But basically you need to map your way across this universe. So we're going to go to Seamus first because it's got a ground event. The graphics are really nice, pixelized. You can see our two officers were picked on the right hand side there. And the view out into space through the large window there. Never get communication with whatever we've come across. So Lieutenant Hawk says it's one of ours. And in communication with the ship that we've come across. So those are the sort of interactions you get, little snippets of story and communication. We can then, that's that event over, so we can then scavenge on the right hand side this fuel called Neo N. And if you look at the top bar, you've got kind of like on the right hand side, going right to left, that's our ground officers that we've got. The next item with the icon that says 80 next to it is like our resources that we can use to buy stuff. But the icon next to that, the sort of 3 cubes, that's how much fuel we've got, and we can scavenge this Neo N. +1 now from the cube. So that's that event over with. What we would do now is go onto this system map, and this is the local system. So this is what we need to do in this area. We're starting off here at the centralized planet. We're going to go down here to the secret military base, Aodia 4, secret military base. So move on to that part of this area. And again, we've got an incoming message. The idea of the story is you've been awoken, you're a clone, and you've been awoken to try and figure out a mystery in the universe. And that's why it's kind of a roguelike, because each time you die, the alien that's trying to get to the bottom of this, the friendly alien supposedly, brings you back as a clone. So we've got a multiple choice dialogue option. So Dr. Zin is asking, an Imperial ship, we don't get many of those our way. at those our way these days at the clinic. What can I do for you, Admiral? So we can either ask more about the clinic or continue on. It's not worth the effort. So let's ask about the clinic. So it's basically a psychiatrist ship. As I say, there is quite a lot of dialogue here. I'm not going to sit and read it all. I'm going to skim through it. And don't want to spoil anything for when you do your playthroughs. You can sort of hopefully see already the sort of graphics and the atmosphere and the sound effects really, really all combine excellently. Go ask the doctor for some help. So we need some scrap. So the resource that we use to buy stuff here is scrap. We can pay a small amount to heal one officer, pay a medium amount to heal more than one officer. Or we don't pay anything. Actually, we didn't really need to do this because we've got no one that's injured. Let's just pay for one. Skip through this dialogue again. But it's like I don't really want to skip through the dialogue because I want to show you how good it is, but also, you know, A, I don't want to spoil it, and B, it can drag on a little while, which I don't think is particularly interesting to watch. But trust me, the dialogue and the story is really intriguing, does draw you in. So after that encounter, we've now got the ground missions. You can see on the right hand side there, we've got the secret military base. Requires 3 commandos as a minimum. Press X to prepare the mission. So we scan the planet to find out where we're going. And we can see the scan results. There's a secret military base there. There's no major threats that have been detected. And we're allowed 1 retreat. So at any point you can retreat. On the right hand side, these are the 2 leaders that we can send, the selected officers that we can send in. We've got 3 icons there. The top icon is the chance of the officers surviving and coming back. The second icon is the amount of resources they're going to extract when they do come back. And the bottom icon is the chances of our commandos surviving under that captain. So we can see here the first officer, the more detailed view at the top says the chance to be injured. We'll extract between 15% and 43% of all available resources, and we'll lose between 0 and 10 commandos. Our other officer, Tariq Ahmed, will definitely return safely. We'll extract between 0 and 21% of available resources, and we'll lose between 0 and 6 commandos. So you need to make a choice which one we're going to send. We'll probably just play it safe to start. We'll just send Tariq. We know he's definitely going to come back okay. He may not get all the resources, but I think that's going to be our safest option. So we choose which commander to send, or which officer to send. Off they go to the planet, and then you get to watch this little playthrough of their ground mission. See it on the top, list of our commandos and their health. So at the moment they're all healthy, and to the left of that we've got the health of our officer Tariq, and then to the very left, top left hand side, we've got what we've recovered so far. So we're going to continue on. Left hand side as well, there's sort of a timeline building up of what's happening. So we've observed things, we've had a fight. We're now here getting a signal back. It says the line is secured, Admiral. You've seen our bio readouts. What do you think? Should we continue with the mission? So at the minute we've got 2 commandos injured, 1 dead, and the rest are healthy. So we can choose to continue. Tariq's also taken a couple of hits, but as we were told, the chance of him coming back were pretty much 100%. I think we're going to continue on. Avoided some danger, got some resources. Had another fight, some more resources, more danger. Oof. Well, Tariq's got to the extraction point with 2 health. We've lost 3 commandos, and 2 of them are injured. So, it wasn't a great mission considering we've got an artifact, but we didn't get any resources. So we'll extract those back to the ship. Expedition success. The expedition team was able to return to the NS Odysseus. We lost 3 commandos, but we did get the artifact. So that's that part done with. So we go down now to the shipyard, where there's a chance to get some scrap and get some repairs. So move on to that part next. So there's an Imperial battleship, or what's left of one anyway. Looks like it encountered another ship, a better armed ship. So the choice is here. We can make contact with that ship, we can send commandos to search it, or we can continue on. We're too late to help. I think we're going to send some commandos in. We've got 9 left, and we're going to send 2 of them over. And then we'll wait to hear back what they find from their expedition to the ship. So we're inside the Imperial ship. It's empty. No one's been here in a long time. We did find a message painted on one of its walls in blood. What did it say? The survivalists live, whatever that means. Report back to the ship at once, Captain. No reason to stay any longer. On our way back now, sir. So there we go. That was no major dramas, but it is a shop. Shipyards provide various services to repair your battleship and squadrons. So we're definitely going to visit the shop because we need some commandos because of the ones we lost. So we're going to spend 10 scrap to get full stock of commandos back. We're probably going to get some fuel over here as well. It's going to cost us 20. We've got 48 left. We're going to get one more fuel. Have we got anything we can sell? Not really. So we are done with that encounter. We are done with that mission. So now we can go to the star map and travel on to our next point. So we're currently at Seamus. We can go to Nunkib or Horus. Horus has only got 1 anomaly, 2 points of interest. I think we're going to go there. You can see now the enemy behind us is starting to chase us, so it keeps you moving left to right as much as possible. So into the new area here. There's a ship here, the Letho. Civilian transporter, sir, and in a bad shape by the looks of it. So there we go. So John Nair from the passenger ship there is saying they're about to blow. So our choices are: we can ask about the ship and its passengers, ask how we can help the ship, or we can continue on the way. We're going to ask how we can help. Rescue us before this overheated engine of ours blows and takes us with it. Caliban on the left there saying, better yet, a skilled pilot could get us close enough to put a cryo clamp on the outside of their engine room. That would give us plenty of time for a rescue. So our choices are: we can send commandos to evacuate the passengers. We need 4 commandos. We can ask a specialist officer to put a cryo clamp in the engine room. Push on. We can't take the risk right now. Crawley, I think we're going to push on. We'll see what happens with that. We're going to take the Neo N that we can salvage. I just want to see if we can get to a battle. Hopefully this will be a battle. And this is when the sort of the tactical combat comes in. Kosh battleships. Your tech's not bad, but it's not exactly good either, is it? So here we go. Here's the last part of the game, really, the tactical battling side. It opens up on a hex grid like this. We're at the bottom, enemy ships at the top. It works on like an active pause system, so we're currently paused at the minute. We can press X to unpause. We've got these stations down the left hand side. So up on the D-pad shows our hull. Right on the D-pad, left on the D-pad shows our squadrons. And then our weapons is down on the D-pad. Right on the D-pad will bring you up the enemy side and an overview of what they can do. Usually the first thing we want to do is send out our squadrons. We've got these fighters and we've got a frigate. This acts on kind of a Fire Emblem rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. If you look at the bottom of the screen there, you can see 3 icons in a circle. And basically the fighter beats the I don't know what the next class of ship is, but basically that beats that ship beats the frigate, and the frigate beats the fighter. So you have to send out the right ship at the right time. We don't know. Oh, we've got fighters on the enemy side, so we're going to send out some of our fighters. So we come down here to the move our cursor down to the bottom here to the squadrons panel, and we're going to send out our fighters. We're going to start sending them out. We're going to unpause. So what happens. You can also add an officer in here as well. You can add Issa Martin to give us a bonus. You can see the enemy coming across. Try and move our fleet of fighters to engage the enemy. So they will automatically engage. I'm going to start moving our frigates. And pause. And our fighters have taken out the enemy. So the idea is to defeat the enemy. We want to get their health bar down. You can see the enemy's hull over on the top right hand side. And we want to get attacking their systems. So now we've got our fighters attacking their ship. We've also got access to a weapon. It takes a while to charge up. And then we get notified when it's ready to be fired. There we go, there we just hit it. The weapon. You can see the enemy's hull going down, and we've regained victorious. Good job, Admiral. Here's a summary of the battle. We've got 6 scrap. So kind of very early on the battle there, so it's quite easy, but you know, as the game goes on, you'll get the enemy launching different types of ships against you that you have to specifically launch different types of your fighters to combat that. As I say, it's a kind of a rock paper scissors kind of affair. But we took out the enemy battleship, and we got plenty of scrap there that we can spend at a shop. And that's the 2 areas visited there. So we'll go back onto the system map and move across it towards the enemy. So that's the basic gameplay. That's the basic loop. You get these story modes that play out, trying to uncover the mystery of what's happening in the universe. Come across different ships and different races as you travel across the map, and you have these little story interactions with them, and you can make decisions about the story. As I said, there's over 300 of those, 6 different chapters to play through, and you know, you're visiting your ship shops to build up your weaponry and your fleets and stuff. A really, really good game. I've been playing this for quite a while because it's been out on iPad for some time, but came out on the Switch a few weeks back. Had a little bug in it, so it's taken me a little while to me to get to review this, because I've been waiting for the patch to come out to fix that little bug, but it's all fixed up now. Really good game, highly recommend it. It's Crying Suns. If you've got any questions, please drop them below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you're new. Until next time, I will see you again soon. Thanks everyone, bye bye.